Groundhogs. Groundhog's Day. That's the problem. Let's try the show. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Hey, there is a groundhog on my screen. Groundhog's Day. That's what I felt like I was going through here. My apologies, everybody. I'm finally on the air. Having a little internet issues, but we finally got here. Now waiting for my guest to come in 24/7. I hope I got the right link out to him. I have to take a peek here and see if that's what we got here. So for him to come on in. While I'm waiting, might as well just babble a little bit like I'm good at doing as I wait for him to come into the back room of our mighty Baron Tag broadcasting offices. Welcome, of course, Groundhog's Day 222. Probably the last time we can sit back and say that for another century on that or so. Nothing like a good drink. Help calm one down. To calm one's nerves down. While I'm waiting for our esteemed guest 24/7 Fusion Media, I just want to sit back and let you know that I do have plans for the next couple of weeks as well. Hopefully things will be going a lot better than what we got right now. But I'm going to be bringing it for the people who come into the chat. That's the important thing. Us YouTubers, we're nothing. We're nothing except for the people that are in the chats. If it wasn't for people in the chats, we'd just be talking to ourselves. And so I'm going to have next week join us, my super wrench himself, John Randall. He was not able to arrive today, but he'll be here next week. And he was going to be for the week before. And I had to apologize. I was sick as a dog. I was aching with arthritis. And I was doing overtime in at my work, which just kind of bedraggled me down. And I had to sadly cancel the program out last week. But here I am this week, having fun. I hope. But next week, my super wrench, John Fez for hire, Randall, will be my guest. Next week, after that, I will have Wendy Webb with me. People might know her on Doomcock's chats in the chat area. Wonderful lady, trauma nurse. Both of them are wonderful people. And I just want to sit back and say, Wendy, happy birthday to your aunt, 70 years old today. Hey, Polly, Latino Slant, hey, how you doing? Thank you so much, Polly. Yeah, it was a little rough start today. For some reason, my internet was not working so well, but I'm glad to see you. I have tons of respect for you, man. I really do. You bring great programs. Always enjoy seeing what you bring forward. So thank you for being here. You being in chat, coming to say hi. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So with that, of course, like I said, those are going to be my next guests coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Hopefully my brother from another mother, 24/7 Fusion Media, will be joining me in a few moments here. We can discuss topics. And of course, he's going to be my first returning guest onto the show. Even though I do talk with him a lot on the Kings every Sunday. Here's another plug. Here's a shameless plug. 5 o'clock Sunday Central Standard Time, the Primetime Kings on his channel. We usually just talk about just stuff that's happening around at the time. It was topical stuff, so on and so forth. Get a little silly, but we don't really necessarily get to have that one-on-one chat where we just talk about interests and likes as much as we like to. So that's why we only scratched the surface last time it was on. So I want to be able to do that. And of course, like I said, many of my guests, all my guests actually, I want to have come back because every one of them is wonderful. One of the things that's going to be special for next week with John Fez for Hire it's going to be his birthday week. I think he said that Saturday is his birthday. So we'll all sing happy birthday, embarrass him, and make sure he'll never come back again. So again, Wendy Webb, hopefully you get to catch this on the backside. Happy birthday to your aunt. Play this for your aunt. Any aunt of yours is an aunt of mine. Does that make sense? I don't know. While I wait for my brother from another mother, I just wanted to hit a little bit of a topic. I noticed there's been a little bit of a firestorm with celebrities. Now, I don't know. I've never seen Joe Rogan a day in my life. I don't think I've actually even heard him talk. So I'm not a fan. I'm not taking any sides in this. But the latest one to come up, and they want to ban him off of Spotify. It's amazing. All these people who scream free speech want to be the first ones to censor it. And the latest one, of course, coming up was Elvira, the mistress of darkness. And I just want to bring it up. And again, I'm not taking a side on this except for one thing. She ran out there and immediately was having a petition on her page. A petition. Ban him off of, we want you to sign this petition to get him banned off of Spotify. And then proceeded to attack many of the people who are her fans, who are also fans of Joe, fans of him. And then she gets surprised that she gets this giant backlash back. And it's like, don't you understand? And then she was saying, I was just wanting to come out and having discourse to talk about this. No. I'm sorry. As much as, for a young man growing up that you were this young man's dream many a night, you were not, I'm afraid. You were going out there with basically knives out, insisting that people do things the way you are, no discourse, and then got upset and surprised that you had a backlash at you. And that's for everybody. That includes me, it includes anybody out there, and the dogs are going wild. You know what that means? It means that the long-suffering Mrs. Tagg is arriving home from choir practice. So they must all go out and, the wild dogs. My three-headed dog, Cerberus, Duchess, the toothless Doxy of Doom, Bibi the Bochi, and of course my sweet honey dog herself. So they're all barking away. So I just wanted to, say across the board is you never go out there and just blatantly, blindly attack like that. It's just not the right thing to do. And when you do stuff like that, it bites you. You have to appreciate your fans, even if they don't necessarily agree with you. And when you want to go out there and do something like, I want to ban somebody, I'm banning somebody. That brings it up to the same level of if you're going forward and say, I want to ban this person off on a new form of witch trial, the media witch trial like we had in the 50s with McCarthyism, you have no right to complain about it. You turn around and start forcing people to take somebody off and having their voices silenced. The one thing you want to do, and again, I'm not taking sides. I don't know anything about him. I just know he's into conspiracy, stuff like that. If you silence that voice by using strong arm tactics like that, the one thing that happens is people start becoming suspicious and wondering, oh, are you silencing them because he's telling a truth that you don't want out there, something uncomfortable. You're silencing them because of this, that, and that's not the best thing. You want to have these people out there. If you really think these people are goddamn fools, then let them talk, and they'll be exposed as such. Dogs are going at it again. How wonderful. I love them. Remind me to put some tranquilizers in their milk bones next time. That shall hopefully help that out. But you don't want to give credence if that's the case. And silencing the voice is the one thing that's doing it. The only thing that's not protected, of course, Spotify is a private thing, but we're talking about government. The only thing that's not protected, of course, is slander. And it's not protected against, of course, attacking your government. You're going out there with seditious acts. Those are not protected free speeches out there. But what is protected is even if the person is coming out with the biggest, stupidest stuff in the world, that's protected. Let them talk. Let them make a fool. Do I mean even the people who are racist? Yes. And I mean racists on both sides of the political spectrum, because you have left-wing racists as much as you have right-wing racists. I don't care what you have to say, but they are. And let them talk. Let them make a fool of themselves. And if you let them make a fool of themselves, they'll fade away. You silence their voices, you only raise them up. And people want to know what's going on. So that's my take on that one. So, Elvira, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear about it. You are... If anybody's out there as a champion for free speech and you want to silence another voice, you've just turned yourself into a big, giant hypocrite. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. So here I am, of course, in this mighty offices, enjoying myself. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I'm sorry I'm missing everybody again, like I said. And what other exciting, fun-filled things have been happening out there. I'm out of it for a little while, and everybody goes Clown World. And I haven't even had a chance to even catch up on a lot of things that they have going on out there. I know someone who does. This man is very powerful. He's got a powerful voice. I am always envious when I hear. I wish I had those deep, bellowing voices that he has. I'm proud to call him my brother from another mother. The one, the only, 24/7 Fusion Media. Welcome to the show, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How's it going?
Finally, after I got things going, after I finally got I finally got whatever the internet problem was going, but I'm finally back on here. I had 2 tries, third time's a charm, and I'm glad I got you on here.
Yeah, I see Latino Slam, my boy Paulie came by, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
it meant a lot to me. It really meant a lot to me to see him in there and saying hi.
It's your boy 24/7. Yeah, you know, what's up, man?
And you know what? And you know what? We got another person coming in here from the dark recesses of who knows where. It's Zax. Hey, Zax, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Zax?
That's the one thing I've been trying to learn to do more of is going out there and making sure I acknowledge in the chat, because I have this bad problem when I do show, particularly a show like this here, because pretty much a lot of that is I'm doing like one-on-one. I'm back in my mentality of radio. And when I'm in my mentality of radio, I'm focusing on the guests so much I don't see what's going on around at all.
Right.
And then I need to have a producer to tell me, hey, idiot, there's someone on the line there that wants to talk. You know?
Right.
So that's one of these days I'm going to get there. I'm going to be a professional just like you.
Nah, man, actually, I'm still working on that, brother. So, but then I haven't been live streaming for that long. I've been live streaming on other people's channels, different things like that. But as far as like my own channel, I've only been doing that for a few months. So it's like, all I've been doing was just dropping videos, and then someone would invite me on, but then I was never behind the scenes, fucking around with the chat or just basically, moderating anything. I never had that responsibility. Like I said, whether it was for my channel or somebody else's. So, shit, that was never an issue until I started live streaming. Then I saw that it's more to it than somebody just pressing a button or two. And there's a lot more to it, man. You definitely got to stay focused, man, on everything. You don't want to leave out the audience.
Oh no, because like I said, and I said earlier, I don't know if you caught that. They're the reason why. If they're not out there, then why do we do this? They are. And it's no insult to my guests or anybody else, but they're the most important people out there. I mean, my guest is second important person to me, and on a show like this, I'm third place. I like my guests to talk. It was like when I was talking with Bruce the last show I had. He, after the program was over, he goes, "Man, I'm sorry, I took over the show and was talking." I said, "No, that's what I want." He goes, Well, I seen you on the other chats. You talk. I said, "Yeah, you're right, but I'm a guest on another show. This show, you're the guests. I want you to talk."
It's all good, man. We'll both talk, man. It's good to see Zach's talking about Wolfman Jack.
All right, Rocket Babies, here we are. He wants to have a little bit of fun. Wolfman Jack here, especially the fact that we got to have a little honor here for the late Dr. Johnny Fever. Dr. Johnny Fever, the most mighty voice of WKRP, the man of Cincinnati. So, we have to do a little honor on that one. So, I mean, that still kind of hits me a little bit. Old Howard Hessman's gone, and it's like, it's bad enough that the others,
Yeah. Shit, Paulie said he's just chilling before dinner. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you're over here hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, Paulie, what you having for dinner? Let us know. Zach wants to know too. I mean, he's the same.
I was about to say Zach was thinking the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So,
man.
You just got done doing dinner and coming up that way. I won't ask you unless you want to tell us what you had for dinner. I bet you it was green sprouts.
It was eggs with onions, bell peppers, and all that good shit. So that's what that and a couple of slices of wheat toast. And that was dinner, man. No shit.
You like doing breakfast for dinner too, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's to be real, man. It's quick when you don't got shit else to eat, man. So you whip up some eggs. I mean, fuck if it'll do you some justice in for breakfast, it'll definitely do you some justice for dinner, man. So why not, right?
Exactly. Ooh, chili verde pork. Oh,
chili verde.
Ollie, can we come over?
Oh, okay. There you go.
Can we come over, please?
Chili verde. Yep. Yeah, that's some good shit, man.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of proud of myself. I made some. I like making chili. Of course, I like doing breakfast for dinner too. Whipping up omelets and stuff like that, and cheese and onions and all that good stuff in there for a what we call the breakfast for supper type thing. But for the weeks, like to go ahead, get stuff for lunch and stuff like that. I think I made the best batch of chili I have ever made, and ever.
Yeah, well, that's not the chili he's talking about, right?
I know what he's talking about with the chili verde. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Chili verde there. That's the gift that keeps on giving, especially the night after. I love chili verde. Oh, but I'm talking about though your classic Tex-Mex stuff there.
Right.
Chili that I made that, and I think I found what the secret ingredient is.
What is that, brother?
Should I ruin my million? Onion soup mix.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, onion
soup mix. I put onion soup mix. Yeah.
From Lipton, right?
Yeah. I put that in. Actually, I think it was a third party one, the no-name brand one, because I'm cheap.
Shit.
But I put that in there, and it's like I was when we're doing the show on Sunday, I was texting the wife going, "Hey, what you cooking out there? It smells really good." She goes, "I'm not cooking anything. That's your chili." I was like, "Really?" Went out there and I had some after the show, and it's like, my word, this is the best I've done. It's like, okay, now what I can do? What can I do? Yeah, it's all good food. It is.
All food, yeah.
To yeah, and of course, Polly's here and all that. Made it known that my grandmother lived down in Santa Fe, and every time I went down to visit her, uh, I was always given all the the American stuff, blah blah blah, and I finally got absolutely upset with her. I sat back and sat her down and said, "Listen, I'm coming down here. I don't want this stuff. I want to have authentic Mexican. I know you know where the places are. You hang around down there. You're the lone Norwegian German woman that's hanging out with all these Hispanic and Indian women and all that around there. You know, I want authentic." So she spent the whole time taking me in the former long suffering Mrs. Tag around to various places. She didn't like it. I loved it though. It was like, oh, I was just taking in all the good food, and she said, always sat back and said, "We need to go to this place because this isn't the tourist trap. This is the real place. We want to avoid the tourist trap one because they don't do it right." And I just love it. I just love it. Oh,
yeah. I see the
yeah. You finally got home.
Yeah, the long suffering said it is really good chili. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's the one that made the dogs all barking. She made the barks. So my Cerberus dog, the Hounds from Hell.
Oh, look at that. Latino Slant says it's a pleasure. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. She's my better half, Latino Slant, Paulie. She is definitely my better half. And now with the cold that we've been getting up here, she keeps on going, "Why are we here?" And we have property down in Santa Fe still. My grandfather's old house. It's actually rental property now. But she's sitting back going, she says, "I don't want to move down there. There's too many lizards, too many strange bugs and all that." Now she's sitting back going, lizards, strange bugs are -5 degrees with 20 below wind chill. I almost got her wanting to move down to Santa Fe.
Wow.
So that's been kind of the discourse that we've been having in Tag Manor.
Mr. X had to beg him for a week to make the chili.
Yes. Actually, I wanted to make it with pork. I thought I ordered pork, and I came back with beef, and it's like I was disappointed. It's like, so I have to make sure next time I have pork so I can make it properly that way. Because I love doing the pork. We have a Mexican place run by a lovely Mexican family. It's called La Hermosa here in town, and we went there Saturday. And oh my word, I love going to that place. It's just great.
Wait. You telling me you making chili with pork?
Yeah, I make chili with pork. I make it with beef. I even done a chicken one.
Okay, I never heard of pork chili.
Mm-hmm.
Like
just do the I mix it up.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's so I never heard of that shit, man. But all right, that's
and maybe Paulie can back me up on this, but I know that when you go south of the border, down Mexico way, that you don't necessarily have a lot of beef in the food. You have a lot of course, the porks. You have the poultry. You have the fish. I mean, like in Baja, California, where you have a lot of like the fish tacos and such like that. So I started thinking, well, why don't I start incorporating that mindset in my cooking as much as I do like beef?
The long suffering says the store was out of pork.
Mm-hmm.
So she got that thing. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, well, what it is we ordered it. We ordered it, and they just switched it out on us.
Oh wow! Well,
So, how has your last couple of days been going, there, brother?
Actually, it's been all right. I've been wondering what's been going on with this weather. It's about to go down to the 30s, man, and it's about to rain and then freeze. So we're getting ready for some stuff to happen. And then, a lot of folks in Louisiana is like, well, shit, whatever's going to hit Texas normally rides up and passes through Louisiana. So folks are starting to brace themselves for that. Stores are starting to get empty. The aisles, the bread shelf, people taking all the milk. It's weird shit, man. It's kind of like the lockdown all over again.
Damn. And of course, I just hope we don't have like you had last year. where it just stopped you like it did.
Yeah, well, right around February, March of last year, we had a freeze. Like it lasted for a couple of days, but that shit was or I think maybe a week, but it was so bad that a lot of cattle died, a lot of plants, and it was just for 1 week. This fucking Arctic chill just came through Texas, man, and it was raw as hell. Yeah, it was like right now we're basically feels like we're getting the Christmas we didn't get, for Christmas time. Like the weather getting cold around and that's the thing about Texas. Like basically it would still be hot around Thanksgiving, going into Christmas sometimes. And it was warm. Like on Christmas, it was like fucking 83 degrees or some shit.
Oh yeah.
So, but the thing is, the time that it gets cold past what we're supposed to be the holiday. So basically, like February going into March. Like I remember it got cold going all the way into April. So basically, it's like the seasons feel like they're off over here in Texas.
In some ways, it kind of that way up here. I mean, even though we have the cold and all that, it's been a dry one. And right. I mean, unfortunately, it's turned out to be exactly as I was predicting it was going to be. Actually, it's worse than that. I said it was going to be bitter and dry. And it's actually been brutal and dry up here with the, just going through these long, huge stretches of the, we're used to having cold, but not like this for so early and for so long. And then, but yeah, and then the dryness in itself is like, yeah, we have some snow, but not much. I mean, really, it's like still, yeah. So I'd rather have a little bit more snow than this brutal cold that we had. But I remember, like last year, like we were talking, my family lives down in Taylor, Texas,
right? And
I don't know, I don't know if I ever counted this story to you or not, but of course, my aunt, who is my mother's older sister, the oldest one, they grew up in North Dakota, in the middle of nowhere, where, of course, it's just brutal, harsh, cold winter up there. And when she got of age to get off the farm, and she got off the farm, and she tried to find, she found a Texas guy and latched on to him so she could move down there. And she swore never to come up here in the wintertime. And yeah, you know what? She's kept up to that. She's kept up to that. So she never came up here. But then she said last year when she was down there and you got hit with all that crap, she said that was worse down there than even when she was on the farm up in North Dakota. So yeah, and of course, Zax, I know you always seem to be in the ice box all the time. And I was actually in communication with Wendy Webb, and she was kind of rubbing her. Actually, that's not Mouse. This is the former long suffering here, but that's not Mouse. That's actually a little girl who is being vocal. She's a very sing-song cat. So, and good to see you, by the way. Glad that you're here. Now, yeah, she said it was just the worst when she was in North Dakota. So, I mean, that's about the only time I actually had a little bit of a chuckle about the whole situation. I know that was just devastating what's happened down there. And of course, Counselor Troy shooting her mouth off, fun stuff like that.
Wow. So Zach said he had braised beef poutine, huh? Zach's my boy. Look at
yeah.
See that.
Oh yeah, but I was saying, Wendy Webb. I was in communication with Wendy Webb earlier this morning there, and she was rubbing my face that she was saying, yeah, it's dropping down to 30 degrees here. Oh, it's so horrible. And laughing at me, knowing that we got it worse up here. So.
Wow. So I mean, what's the temperature like right now over there?
What do we have? So I'm going to call it the handy dandy weather that I got on here. That that usually in the morning you hear me scream. I'm supposed to sometimes hear it. We have -3 degrees here with actually the wind chill. Actually, this isn't from my area. Let's take a look. That's actually so yeah, it's -2 actually, but we have a wind chill of 17.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you.
Mhm. But Zach's got it worse, so you got my sympathies here, brother. You got my sympathies. Last week we talked, or last time we were together on the show, that, as I was telling people beforehand, you're
Right.
my first returning guest, and we only just scratched on the subject. We normally talk a lot with the Kings, but we don't normally sit back and talk one-on-one personal like this. We're just all over the place. Especially last week, we were all over the place. And of course, we were talking last time about comics
Right. Right.
and
Right.
the things that were really getting you interested on that one. I thought I'd go to your. Well, I don't know. What is your bigger love, comics or movies? Because I see that wall of vids behind you, man. Yeah, that.
Well, to be honest, it's like it's growing up, man, and being poor.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that three things that you can always get an abundance of,
Mm-hmm.
and it never really cost you anything, was movies being shown on TV. It's if in case you once you barely go to the movies if you can afford it. But
Mm-hmm.
as movies, television, and all that is one thing. Music is another. Third is comic books. So growing up, that's why it's like all this, like, have so much of it, but it's like it's stuff that it doesn't cost me anything to have it.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get 20 DVDs for $5, what's 20?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like it's one of those things, and it's like I've been doing this for easily a good 15-20 years. So just collecting DVDs, stuff like that. Comic books, been doing this since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, man. Matter of fact, I have shit. Let me see. Got some of these hell, I don't know if anybody ever seen this. It's like fucking Jonah Hex #1.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Who's
Yeah,
that?
this is the 30 cents. Yeah, this is so it's like that, and then
Let me bring that up there. So yeah, look at that.
yeah, I mean it's I don't know, man. I'm just yeah, Jonah Hex, man, is a shit, man. I love westerns, man. Love westerns.
You're a Western guy, huh?
Oh yeah, man. I got a box of Western DVDs downstairs that I need to really crack open. That I'm gonna do a stream of just like last Friday I did a stream. It was like 4 hours long, basically pulling out every gangster movie I had
Mm-hmm.
in my collection. And if you guys haven't checked it out, yeah, go check that shit out. It was if you really wanted to, or if you really wanted to be like just to see like, hey, on DVD you can get these mafia movies.
Mm-hmm.
If it took me 4 hours to fucking to fucking drop all movies, like, yo, this starring so and so and so and so, stack it here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got this starring so it's like I had like stacks that were like, fuck. I mean, it was bananas. I think Zach saw some of that, but yeah, man, I'd be yeah, I went ahead and basically showed off all the mafia movies I had in my collection.
It's kind of amazing how those have changed through the ages too, from when you saw them back, when they did them back in the 30s and the 40s, and they
Right.
evolved up through the time. And of course, well, of course, Godfather was, of course, one of those that was groundbreaking and changing
Right.
how mafia films are
Right.
done. And of course, Scorsese getting in there and doing his, how he did and approach those.
Yeah, man. They were, with everything. Westerns, for an example, westerns
Mm-hmm.
were always written a certain way. Good guy
Mm-hmm.
wears white, bad guy wears black. Villain might steal the chick, tie her up to the railroad tracks. That kind of shit. But
Yeah.
after a while, with time, they started changing and adapting. The spaghetti westerns came in, and those were pretty interesting. Of course, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, with Clint Eastwood, and there was a bunch of other people. Yul Brenner. I mean, fuck, they had so many people. Matter of fact, like, shit. Since we talking westerns, I don't know if I ever showed you this, man, but this is, I don't know if I ever showed you this, man, but this is a song sheet, man, from
Yeah.
Streets of Laredo. Did I show this to you before?
Yeah, you showed that, I think, or I can't remember if you showed it me on air or if you showed it behind the scenes, but I remember you showing that to me there, that Streets of Laredo. And it was signed by, who was it signed by again?
William Bendix.
Yeah, William Bendix, yeah.
This gentleman right here at the very end.
At the end there. Yeah.
That's the autograph. And the thing is, he died in 1964.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to hold, like, he autographed this fucking decades ago, man.
Yeah. I mean, even if he did it like a day before he died, it's 64. That's like,
right. But no, probably he signed this right around the time that the movie was out and it was making noise. Which was 53, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's what it was. 1953 it came out.
Right. So it's like, so anywhere between 53 to 64, he autographed this, man, and boom.
It's such history that you have right there that, that was in that man's hands. He signed it.
And actually, if I'm not mistaken, he did play Babe Ruth in the first Babe Ruth movie.
You're right. I think you're absolutely right.
So, like they had a Babe Ruth movie that came out, if I'm not mistaken, it was like in the 40s. And he was the star. He played Babe Ruth. So, yeah.
Of course, sanitized up from the real Babe Ruth.
Yeah. There you go.
And just want to say hi to my super wrench, John Fez for Hire Rendo, who will be next week's guest.
John Randall, what's up, bro?
And yeah. Oh, so what? Well, that's it with the westerns. What is your favorite era of the westerns? Is there a particular era of when they brought those out that you are more gravitating towards, or is it the whole genre?
Well, what got me into westerns was like reading Louis L'Amour books, the Sackett brand, the Sacketts, Hopalong Cassidy, Hondo, just reading all these books. And when I started watching westerns, when I started enjoying them, because I used to hate them until I started reading the books. The books, for some reason, made more sense than the movies did. But after I started reading the books and understanding the layout of how the westerns won and how people thought, the lingo, how it was going, like the shit that was going on in that time period, it made me look at the Old West in a different way from a guy that was able to tell it with such distinctive verbiage, man. I mean, he could sit there and he could paint a picture in your head of some shit you ain't never seen before, but by the time he gets through talking about it, you have something in your mind that it's like his words basically paint a picture in your head. and that's how good Louis L'Amour is, man. And just sitting there and reading his books made me go back and look at the westerns that I always hated to watch. And after I read some of his books, I went back and watched the western and was like, oh shit, okay, I get what he's saying. That's this and that's that and da da da. So basically everything that he said in his books, I was able to look at it and identify it. Looking at a western, I was able to appreciate what I looked at. So from there, I started watching all different kinds of westerns. I didn't care what it was, man. It could be a black and white. It could be some old shit. I'll watch it all, man. Like, you know, but I really did appreciate a lot of the spaghetti westerns. You know, Sergio Leone and like, you know, all those spaghetti westerns, you know, and then of course like You're Good, the Bad and Ugly and those, you know, because there was a lot of like underground spaghetti westerns that never really did hit on the level of like a Clint Eastwood movie. But you know, just because they weren't as famous, you know, doesn't mean that they weren't good either. It was just a lot of people were doing a lot of the same shit all at the same time. So how can you have your favorite western when there's like fucking 50 of them motherfuckers and everybody's putting out one? It's like back when war films came out, people were just putting out war. It's like you don't give a fuck who it was. It could be a big time company, or it could be the littlest guy out there, and everybody in between is putting out war movies. So it's like fuck. So much shit got buried, and of course, your bigger stars got the movies, you know, that were noticed. And it was like shit. Everything else basically, you know, gets shelved. But it doesn't mean that it was anything less. It's just when there's so much of the same shit out there, you know, how many people can be number one? Right.
I mean, kind of like in the 80s when you had the you know, all the films coming out, and you had like Full Moon Entertainment and some of the other ones which were the lesser companies out there, but it didn't mean that they weren't as good movies. They might not have the higher production value, but they still had great stories. They had some great actors in there, and they really tried.
Yeah, and it's like this, you know, so me, when it comes to a Western, dude, it could be some shit 50 years ago that I've never heard, that never got too much of a, you know, too many ratings or anything, like just something. I'd still sit there and watch it, or I'll get it, and you know, I try to get my hands on as many westerns as possible. So it's not like I don't ever see a western and be like, I don't know if I should get it. If I look at it and I could read it, the cover, and be like, oh shit, this is a western, I'm getting it. Especially if it's something I don't have, something I already have, then that's another story. But I'm when I look at westerns, I buy every western that I see. So it's like between that, I'll do that with musicals. I don't give a fuck what musical it is. If it's a musical, I'll buy it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just, you know, I get all that shit, man. You know, it's funny, man, when it comes to like musicals. You know, I used to sit there and look at musicals and be like, who gives a shit? It was Grease, whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then I started realizing, one day I sat there and I watched, I forgot what, I'm not sure if it was Grease or if it was something else. But I was watching this musical. And I had to read, and it dawned on me that these guys, they're singing, they're acting, they're dancing. And it's like, that's all they do for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. They have to do one of the three, or they're doing all three at the same time. And I'm like, damn, how many people today can actually dance like the way Fred Astaire or Gene Kelly and them motherfuckers used to dance back then, tap dancing and all that? They, you know, you can do that, you can act and sing.
Multi-talented.
Man, dude. And you know, back then you had to do all three to even get a do, because that's what everybody was doing. So let's say if you was just an actor and you couldn't sing and you couldn't dance, then people looking at you like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like if you're a slacker. Yeah, man. It's
I think it came because the fact that there were people coming off the live stage. So basically, they're taking what they had at the live stage, they're bringing it now in front of the camera, and now they can do it grandiose. And just like people on the stage had to do everything, even vaudeville, which is, of course, the lower branch, the lowbrow version of that, but you still had to sing, you had to dance, you had to, act, you had to, interact and all that. And now this is on a grander scale, and now you have the cameras, and now these people are having to sometimes do this how many takes sometimes because something didn't go right.
Right. Yeah, it's so it was when, it's like, I always loved music, but it was one of those things that I didn't want to be bothered with a musical, you know what I'm saying? But then, like I say, it was to like, it had to be like maybe 15 years ago. So like 15, almost 20 years ago, I sat there and I was just looking at one and just seeing, like I said, all the shit that a person had to do to make this movie. He had to dance, he had to sing, he had to act and all this other shit and be charismatic and all that. I was like, dude, who can do all that? I mean, and really do it to that extent to where it's like you really, you're a household name. And I was like, fuck. And it made me think like, yo, fuck, he has to work 3 times as hard now. A person either they act or they sing. Some people do 2. People barely do all 3. And shit, man. It was you had to be a actual master of that to really pull that off, man. And that's what that's when I started looking at musicals and I was like, yo, these cats, fuck, man, they work hard. So I was like, yo, if they can work that hard to try to bring me some, a cool movie, then I could watch this, and I just end up respecting it. So I start scooping up musicals. Like, yo, these people work hard. They singing there on stage. They're doing this. They're doing that. Who the fuck am I to judge, man? So.
I know exactly. And then of course, when you're getting these musicals, when they're getting the color and they have the color, they just had those explosions of colors. Like, okay, let's just take the whole palette and throw it out there and let's have fun. It's like it was just assault on the senses in that sense, but it just wowed you with that along with everything else involved in it. It's like it was definitely a magical world that you had going in there.
Man. Yeah, man,
and think about like Darby O'Gill, Little People, where you had Sean Connery singing, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's a Disney movie. I have that.
Yep.
Just a few feet away from me, Darby O'Gill. Yeah, man. He it's funny you talk about Disney. I know they you'll watch, what's that, 30,000 Leagues Under, was it 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Yeah. Well, now he's at 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Yes, 30, 50,000.
50?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something, man.
Now I got.
Yeah. I mean, shit. You got the computer. You can Google, man.
Yeah. What the heck?
You got the
Jules Verne. Yeah. 30.
Jules Verne. There you go.
And of course, people. No, it's not 30,000 Leagues. So let's just go Jules Verne. But people sit back and say, well, about the fact that they don't understand when he means
20,000.
20,000. Thank you. I knew she would do it. She knows that stuff. I know she does. But people say about, that they mean fathoms? No, they mean leagues because he's traveling under the sea that many leagues. So
yeah, that's Kirk Douglas, huh?
Kirk Douglas, yep. Kirk Douglas was in that one.
Yeah, man, that's yeah, I got that Kirk Douglas autographed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is autographed.
Spartacus himself. Good old Spartacus.
Yeah, this is Lonely Are the Brave from Universal. Yeah. Kirk Douglas.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Some good shit, man.
What an amazing actor he was and what he put out for films. And, he went from being Spartacus to being a Viking to being, in Jules Verne. It was just like, again, being able to do this, that, and different types of roles. You weren't just pigeonholed necessarily in the one
Right.
type, unless that was your forte, like John Wayne.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. That's a good one. Yeah, man. I like I like having little bits of little pieces of like history shit, like uh like that Kirk Douglas and that William Bendix man autograph.
Mm-hmm. I know some people sit back and go, "What's the big thing about collecting autographs and such?" They don't understand that, and I just guess they just don't understand the fact that that piece that you have was held by that person. They touched it. You're holding a little piece of something that was interacted with them. And I suppose that's kind of, for me, that's for when I do. I'm not a big autograph hunter myself, but when I open up a book that's autographed or what, it's like knowing that, hey, that author opened it up, he signed it. Whether it's Tim Zahn or Troy Denning or Harlan Ellison or down the road. This something else. Oh, what we got here? Let me get down to the big screen here. George Foreman. It's on a grill.
Yep.
Now, did you meet him when you got that?
No. Just went to a store and knew the manager, and it was a done deal, man. You wouldn't even imagine what I got it for, man. But
I don't even guess no more, because I always seem to either guess high or
yeah, and then it's like you get to see the
Big George Foreman.
Yeah, so he got his own boxing glove and yeah, man. So I got all kind of shit, man. I got something else over here. Boy, if I show you this shit, it's autographed Dr. J basketball, man.
Dr. J. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, Julius Erving. Yeah, it's
Julius Erving. Yeah.
Yeah. It's his. It's Hold on, man. I'll show you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, he will. You know that, folks.
Yeah, it's has a little authentic deal to it. It's shit.
And don't worry, Zach, we will get back to your question. You had that random question for old 24.
Oh, for real? What Zach's got?
Oh, he had a question earlier asking about. Let's see if I can find that one here.
Yeah.
Going through the chats because people just like to talk, and I like that. Talk, people, talk. He was basically asking about your Conan. About what do you have for Conan?
Conan, it's funny. I could have had some things for Conan. I'm just, I don't know.
And I don't know what he means, but yeah, and I don't know what he means by series. I don't know if he means by the movies, if he's talking about comics, books.
Well, I mean, I have the whole Conan movie collection.
Mm-hmm.
Even including the Jason Momoa Conan.
Yeah,
I got all that. Now, if he's talking about
the comics.
He might be talking about the video games.
Oh, he just popped up there, comics. But now that you brought up video games, that'd probably be my next question on that one. But he's saying comics on that. Me, I only got King of Conan. I got a few of those, but that's about the only Conan books comics. Yeah, Conan the King. Oh, okay. Just a second. Let me get you on the big screen here. We're going on the big screen because this serves. And I'm sorry, Zach's got to take you down. There we go. Dr. J.
Yeah, let's see. See if I can. There you go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I like the case it's in too. Did it come that way, or did you get that made up for that?
No. Actually, it came like that, man.
Okay.
Man, I bought this a few years ago, man. And I bought this a few years ago, and dude, I spent like $60 on this, man. And the case by itself is like the case itself is like a $75 case, just a case.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a cheap case.
No. So this is an autograph, Dr. J. Julius Erving, authentic Spalding, Spalding basketball, but yeah, man, the fucking doctor.
Oh, there we go. And you don't hear of Dr. J much anymore. No one ever.
No. Nah, he's but he's still an ambassador for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, it's.
And I just want to say hi to the lovely Sherry. So we have 2 Sherrys in the chats right now.
Sherry, the lovely
How you
Sherry
doing?
is awesome.
She is. I'm glad she found me. Who do I have to blame for that one? I think it's Captain Trek. Not to blame, but she can blame Captain Trek. That's a lovely piece of work there. Lovely piece of work.
Yeah, man. Shit. That's like I say. That's just a few things, man. Between this, the comic books, pictures. Shit, I have a fucking picture of Jason Momoa autographed. Aquaman.
And I liked him as Conan. I actually kind of liked that remake Conan film. I know it didn't do well, or people wasn't responsive to it, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah, man. It was all right, man. I prefer Arnold, man, but
I mean, yeah, I prefer that one, but I didn't think it was a bad effort. I didn't,
No.
I guess I went in with all the expectations. So I wasn't disappointed because of that. So sometimes what you have to do.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Well, who was the big Conan collector? You got the Conan collection, or
no? Actually, had to be Andre from Midnight's Edge.
Andre, okay.
Yeah, I think between him and Tom, I think more Andre though. Yeah, he loves that. He loves He-Man and shit like that. So yeah, that's me. Hell, man, I'm into the superheroes, man. When it comes to stuff like that,
And they're big on Conan in Norway. When I was over there, they're big on that stuff. But you want to know the one superhero that was very popular in Norway for the longest time?
Who's that?
The Ghost Who Walks, the Phantom.
Oh, the Phantom, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He was
exceptionally big in Norway, and I think it's because the resistance, like World War II and all that, they glommed onto him because he was a big Nazi fighter. So with the resistance and all that they had in Norway, he kind of became their unofficial superhero.
Huh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, ask Andre that next time you see him. See, ask him about the Phantom, the Ghost Who Walks.
Shit, I only met him once, man. So, I guess if it happens the second time, then I definitely will ask him that.
Oh, I know it's going to happen again. How can they not want you back, Andre and 24? I mean,
yeah, I mean we were on Gary's channel from Pop Culture Minefield.
Yeah, and we just met last Sunday.
Yeah, and we were actually. We were interviewing Mike Baron, the original writer for the Punisher, the first Punisher comic. So the first Punisher, like Punisher #1, I think if I'm not mistaken, that was 1986, 87, maybe. Could be wrong, but
it's about them.
Yeah, it was. When the Punisher got famous, they decided to give him his own comic book. Mike Baron was the one that was writing those, and then when Wally West became the Flash, and Wally West was given his own series as 1987 Flash #1, Mike Baron was writing those. He wrote up, I think if I'm not mistaken, he wrote the first 50 issues, somewhere around there. So Mike Baron, he's contributed to the the foundation of Wally West, the Flash, not Kid Flash, Wally West, but when Wally West transitioned to become the Flash, Mike Baron was the one that wrote those comics. So I have two Wally West Flash issue number 1 from 1987. So I have 2 of those. And so between that version of the Flash, Wally West, and put the Punisher, Mike Baron he's basically put a little he's made his mark in comic book history with those 2, man.
Yeah, it's just amazing how many of these people did, go in there. It was in the 80s, how that was such a resurgence in bringing out new heroes and just reviving the old heroes, pushing them along, giving them that new life. A lot better than what they're doing now, that's for sure.
Zach says MVP broke out some cool Conan books yesterday that I'd never heard of. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what? You know how many times I've seen Conan comic books autographed by the creator of Conan for little or nothing, and I could have had all that shit and never, just because I'm not collecting Conan, but I've seen it. Mm-hmm. The things I can get my hands on. Well, you know what, man? If I just had the money. That's the whole thing, money, man. That's what makes it all go. But shit, like the shit that I found, like the autographs that I'm showing you, $4, $5. So I get I'm not fucking breaking myself to get none of this shit, man. It's I be on the prowl, man. It's bargain shopping, man. You gotta, why the fuck throw 100 at it when you can throw 4 or 5?
Well, exactly. There's these little things here and there, and it should be. I think one of the problems is you have people going out there, they want to do this collecting to make money, and that's not why you should be doing the collecting. It should be something that means something to you, in my opinion. I mean, I know I got stuff that might be worth a lot of money, but I don't even think about it that way. It's something I like, I want to keep. I got stuff that means a lot to me that's, I can probably go out to half-price books and pick one up off the shelf, no problem, but it still means a lot to me. Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Fuck, man.
And that's my what you just said there. That's my attitude for how things have been for the last 2 weeks. I think Fat Steven said it right. When it comes around to January, February, it's just kind of that.
Yeah, man. You're starting up the new year. There's all kind of expectations and goals that depending on how you feel, you're either gonna reach that shit or you not, man. So
my goal is just to wake up in the morning. I'm having a hard time doing that.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm trying to be more dedicated to picking myself up, man, exercising and all that good shit, man.
And we have entering into the chat, Mr. Cosmic Fusion. Hey,
what's up?
Not much. Here he is, Cosmic Fusion. What's up? Well, hey, now that you're here, the party can start. What kept you? You were the one that was supposed to bring the Fritos, by the way. I hope he brought it. Enough for all of us. Not that little bag, the big bag. Oh, when I was at the comic book store, remember we were comparing our Battlestar Galactica #1s. Of course, I got the reprint.
Right. Man. Matter of fact, I got mine still sitting here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put mine away, and they had that for $9 when I was there. I almost picked it up, but it's like I want to get those 2 issues, the other 2 issues. So
you should have gotten it, man, especially if it was in mint condition.
Yeah, I'll go back to next time. I know it hasn't moved, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man, that you'd be surprised. You pass it up once or twice, and then by the time you really say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. You get there, and the shit's gone.
It's gone. You got it. Yeah, I know. I've had that problem a few times. So, but in fact, I got the first issue anyways. When those neat little, the 3-pack bags that they had available. At least I got that, and I can enjoy that. Again, it's just for fun reading. I got to crack those all out and start reading my comics again. Not having a perch for the cats.
Yeah, man. I got a stack of out of that series. There was only 28 issues, man.
Yep, there wasn't many in there. That one.
Yeah, 28 issues. So it's hell, a paranormal tag. I wouldn't wait on me to start the party. You can't have all the Fritos. You can't have any of my free. Oh, I see what's up. Yeah, oh man,
Frito Hog.
Awesome dude, man. Cosmic is
Yeah,
great guy. Yeah, man.
he is.
Yeah, it's
Honored you're here, by the way.
Yeah, man. I'm glad he's here, man. I always said, like, if anybody ever wanted to collect comic books, the best thing you can do is of course get with get a character, someone that you can not identify with. Fuck all that. Like, someone that you look at and you just think it's cool, just think is a cool character. Then what you do is or you can start off with someone that doesn't have like too much of a big collection. For an example, Spider Woman, Jessica.
Oh yeah.
Now I have a where my Spider Woman's at? They're either, I think they're probably somewhere around here. But yeah, I got Spider Woman. Oh, actually, Spider Woman's are in that box right here next to me. So I have the second, the third. I got the second and the third appearance of Spider Woman. Then the first appearance was in I think it's a Marvel Premieres comic book. I could be wrong, but you get to find out that Spider Woman's a Hydra agent, and she's basically being chased after by Nick Fury, and that's her first appearance, and that shit costs. It's not like you can't find the first appearance of Spider Woman and come out paying like $5 or $10. Like, it's just, that's one of those things that people know that it's worth something, and they'll hit you like $40 on up. Like, they'll hit you like deep. Like, it's like it'll start off at like $35-$40, and even then the quality of it has been like beat up. Like, if it's been fucking sitting in in somebody's fucking corner of the closet somewhere, like it's all beat up and shit. So even then, it's like they cost, man. So, but then,
right.
Her whole print of the original Spider Woman run was only 50 issues.
Yeah, it wasn't much. I remember that.
Yeah, right. So basically, to collect like the Savage She-Hulk, her comic book run went to about 28 issues. Dazzler. These are all like Dazzler was cool as fuck. I like Dazzler. Her comic book run went to like 40 something issues, if I'm not mistaken. So like between the Savage She-Hulk, Spider Woman, Dazzler, you can actually collect them, and each of them is less than 50 issues. It's like it's an obtainable collection.
Right.
And and it's cool to be able to collect something that it's not like Batman that has fucking over 1,000 issues. You'll never be done collecting that shit. But if you want to collect something that's cool and something that's obtainable, like you can sit there and you only got to get 20 or 30 or 40 issues or even 50 in the realms of collecting comics. 50 issues ain't shit.
Right. That ain't much at all.
Yeah, it's like
Star Wars was 107 issues for that one. V was 18 issues if I remember right for the V run. So I mean they're not very big. Atari Force was 20 issues with one special. I mean, if there's one, people out there, that's one thing I have to sit back and say. If you guys like Guardians of the Galaxy, find in DC in the 1980s Atari Force, and yeah, I know it's got that tie-in with Atari games, but really, it's on its own. It's a very intelligently written science fiction comic book. In fact, it was listed in the top 10 comics of the year.
I got that comic, right?
Oh, I know you do. Number one, or the whole series?
I got the first 2 issues.
Mhm.
But I mean, even then, like between that and let's say like the Omega Men,
Mhm.
that was a pretty good run of comics. That's like the first appearance of Lobo.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the whole collection of the Omega Men right here next to me.
Mhm.
That's the box. Mouse is a cat, yeah.
Yep, that's Mouse Cat. Mhm.
Mouse the cat.
Oh, I mean, it's just like in England, if you're going to try to collect Judge Dredd, well, it's kind of easier because they've been putting in the big collections. But I mean, that's been going on since '76, and and
Nah,
every week in
yeah,
2000 AD.
yeah. Like if I had to fuck around with Judge Dredd, I would have to just dive into just getting the books, the comics. Not.
Mhm.
I don't want to. I don't know, man. I'm just not big on graphic novels and collections.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
all about having the original comics, man.
but when you have like over 2,000 progs, as they call it back then, uh, that that gets hard to get, and those get pricey as it goes back. Those were, those were kind of pulpy messes that he made those out of, because the paper was, they didn't think much of it. People were going to read them and throw them away right away, type of stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, man, you'd be surprised, dude. Collecting comics, especially getting old vintage comics.
Mm-hmm.
You got people that'll hit you over the head with the price, but if you know what you're looking for and how to do it, comic
Mm-hmm.
books can be very cheap, man. Like I've gotten my hands on. I got my hands on comic books I've never thought I'd ever own, but now I own them, and they're autographed, all kinds of shit, dude. I've gotten autographs from different comic book collectors for like $4, $5. Graham Nolan, Chuck Dixon, like
Mm-hmm.
big time names, just autographs for for little or nothing. You'd be surprised, man. So yeah, it's. Oh, look at that! Got some folks in the house. Yeah.
Yep, we got LDG of Geeks Enjoy here. He joined us. Thank
All
you
right.
for joining us there. Of
Yeah, how's
course.
it going, brother?
Yeah. Always good to see the chat in action there.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, man, I've been fucking collecting for a hot minute, man.
Mm.
Shit,
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of irons in the fire. I mean, between the movies, the comics, your autographs, video games. I mean, you have quite a video game collection too, if I remember right.
yeah, I got a pretty decent video game collection. I know one thing that I've been into over I'd say for like the last about 10 years or so is basically picking up every superhero video game I can find.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been pretty interesting. There's been a lot of stuff out there. Fantastic Four has 2 video games that I've seen.
I didn't even know they had one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they got 2. Matter of fact, hold on, I got one sitting here up under the desk. Let me
This man can just pull stuff out of nowhere. It's like he's got a bag of holdings all around that desk.
Oh nah, man, don't say that shit. All right, let's see.
And I have to try my cat. No, you can't attack my microphone.
Let's see this.
I mean, I have everything too well packed away. Just start pulling stuff out and showing. I should know better next time, especially when they have people like 24 Fusion. I was showing him this last week. My old Star Force magazine, the knockoffs of Starlog. And we were on the Battlestar Galactica kick with the Us magazine with Battlestar Galactica. Kind of fun when you go down there. Definite fun reading. Of course, I would just want to say hi to everybody out there again in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we have LDG and Geeks and Joy, and of course, John Rendell, our Fez for Hire, Vax, Cosmic Fusion. Of course, Sherry Anderson. Hopefully, she's still out there. The lovely Sherry, the other Sherry that we have out there as well. A great turnout. Glad to see everybody here. I hope we're entertaining you. We are here to entertain you. And someone sits back and says, "We're not here to entertain you. We are here to entertain you. We are. We are here."
Let's see here. Yeah, I got here goes one of them right here. This is it's a PlayStation 2 Rise of the Silver Surfer video game.
Oh, okay, so that has been tied in with the movie, I'm assuming.
Of course.
See, I'm smart.
Yeah, man. They got and then they have a video game for the first movie, which is somewhere in here. I got
So with that, what was better, the video game or the movie, The Rise of Silver Surfer?
Oh, that's probably the movie.
Oh. I know people didn't really. Well, look who's here. Where have you been, young lady? I'm chiding you on the air, rough girl. Good to see you.
Maybe Mama's home.
I've missed you. I've missed you. Okay, we're going to talk. You're going to be on here, whether you like it or not. You got to protect me, by the way. You are still officially my bodyguard. So.
I got all these. Wow. All these little video games, man. There's a lot of stuff, man. Shit.
Well, while you're doing that and you look at it, I'm going to ask one question. Do you have many of the consoles that go with that, or do you have like about 5, 6, 7 different consoles?
No, I actually have. I got the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the original Xbox. I have the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and a PS3.
Okay. See, for me, I got the Atari 2600, I got the Genesis, and I got the 360, and I got the One.
The Atari
by
Genesis.
the way, I got the Sega Genesis, and I got the Atari 2600. And, Saint, 24, shall we, after the show, crash over at Rough Girl's house?
No. Make the hot tubs up and running. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Rough Girl back, yeah.
It's good to see her around. Good to see you, Rough Girl. I gotta sit down and start playing some games. It's been a while since I actually sat down and played console games. I've been playing stuff on the old computer, but sometimes the thing that torques me off is it seems like whenever I turn it on, there's going to be some sort of update, and it takes like half a day. Oh, there we go. Let me get that up there. Dolph Lundgren, the Punisher.
Yeah, this was him and Louis Gossett Jr.
That was what? Was that like 88, 89?
Let me see. This was. Damn, does it say the year on here?
Well, there's one way to find out. I'm trying to remember because Punisher was still rather new, and I think in the comic having a solo series when that came out.
The 1988? 89?
Because I'm thinking that it came out about the time that they were the movie, but I don't think it was quite 1990s. 1988, 1989. So it came out with the big push with the Batman and all that, and then of course went in with the Flash series in 1990, all that good,
right?
The good stuff there. and I have to sit back and say this: if they're going to do another multi-universe Marvel film, if they don't have David Hasselhoff coming in playing the part of that,
Nick
I
Fury.
just got, Nick Fury. Thank you. I'll be disappointed. I mean,
You might as well be disappointed.
I'll be disappointed. I know it was a horrible film.
Have you ever seen this one?
Let's take a look here. No. 2.1? No.
Yeah, I've noticed. Some folks never got a hold of this one, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so basically, there's an extended cut to Spider-Man 2, and it's called Spider-Man 2.1. And I've never seen this on Blu-ray. The only time I've ever seen this was when it came out on DVD, and when it did, to be honest, I didn't see a lot of people go for it, because what it was, a lot of people were buying the original, theatrical version of it, so that by the time this came out, this was some time later. Yeah, man.
Sorry, I muted myself to blow my nose. But yeah, I mean, you'd think that would have been something they glommed onto, because it's they have the extended, all that stuff, just like a lot of those films. I mean, when they come out with an extended one, you'd think there would have been a lot of fanfare and hoopla. I never even knew that existed.
Yeah, man. So just know there's a bigger and better Spider-Man 2 movie out there, man.
And I probably won't even see Blu-ray either.
Nah. Because the thing is, if that's the case, it would have gotten there by now, and you would have.
Right.
Yeah, but.
And that's what's important.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, that's what's important about your collection. I mean, you can't rely on streaming or anything for that stuff.
Right.
You need to have that physical.
Yeah, I remember I Come in Peace. Zach says, I remember, that was Dolph Lundgren, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep, that was Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I Come in Peace, and of course, The Punisher, He-Man. He had a good run there for a while.
John Randall said, it's Zach's. Wasn't that a movie about IKEA furniture? I Come in Peace. That's funny shit. Hold on. Yeah, we have to hold on to the physical media. There you go, rough girl.
Yeah, we definitely do. I mean, we don't have that physical media. It's like they can change, edit anything out on a streaming service. I mean, look at all the BS they put in front of those things. What you're going to be seeing was done at a time where people's sensibilities were not quite like us. So you might be offended if you watched it, because obviously they weren't quite as enlightened as us. It's like,
right?
F you. Yeah, F you. F you.
So I know you've seen this, right?
X-Men 1. Yeah, I've seen X-Men 1.5. I've seen that one, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I knew about that one.
All right.
So so that one I wasn't ignorant on. It's just that Spider-Man just kind of threw me off.
Yeah, man, I got a whole stack of like superhero movies, man. Right here. Like movies, video games. I got all kinds of shit, man. Have you were you ever a fan of the Iron Man games?
Well, when it comes around to games, I never really played games much. I just started playing not too long ago, because I for a long time I only had the Atari. I had this the Sega Genesis, and then when my kids were longer, we got the 360 to play. Then we got them the one. Of course, they're gone. I got them. I should play them. But I never really played much. The one Superman game I played was superhero game I played was Superman on the Atari 2600. They did have that one for the 2600.
Yeah, she was horrible, man.
It was bad. And hi, Bruce Lombardo of Dex Division. Good to see you, sir. And of course, Fez for hire there. It says it just right. Got to keep those discs in the VH. More importantly, the VHS players, because there's a lot of stuff that never made it over to DVD.
Right. It's crazy. Only very few people know how to repair VCRs anymore, man.
Mm-hmm. But there's one plus thing, though. There are people that are still selling them but they sell them in the DVD slash VHS combos.
Shit.
So at least they have those. We have that going.
Man. So what are you, a Hulk fan?
Well, I never was much of a Marvel fan, to be honest with you. I was always a DC guy. So, when it had to wear like Batman or Superman or, anything in that area, I don't think I even have a Marvel superhero comic in my collection, to be honest with you. Oh, no. Right. Oh, I got collection. Yeah, I got collection. I got like the Spider-Man. They have that little collection, the Marvel Showcase series. Oh, there we go. Conan. There we go. Let me bring it up there. Conan the Barbarian. Conan. Now, the complete quest. So does that mean that they include Red Sonja as the unofficial Conan film?
Nah. He's not Conan in that.
I know he's not Conan, but he was supposed to be. People have considered that an unofficial Conan film because it was supposed to be him, but they lost the rights to it.
Yeah, but even then, Arnold was acting very different in that movie too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's not Conan. It's not Conan at all, but I know it's kind of fun though to bring that up and say, yeah, that's the third Conan film. I wish they would have done Conan the King though. That would have been great.
Right. Maybe I became VHS repair master. Oh, you did, Rough Girl. All right. Have to have the original Unfucked with Star Wars on VHS. There you go, John.
Yep, exactly. Damn. I got mine too. I wish it was letterbox. So it's the original. If I could have that in letterbox. I mean, I got the DVD that they had in the 2-box collection, but
don't forget the Shasta soda, huh?
Shasta. I haven't had a Shasta in a long time. Like Shasta.
Shit, obviously not that much. You ain't had it in a long time, right?
Well, it's been a while. Yes. And Bruce is right. They can still do Conan the King now. They've been talking about it. They've been talking about it for a long time. Let's make it interesting. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they. I've seen so much happen with that over the years. It's kind of it's crazy that Arnold was even attached to it for a minute. Now he's. Yeah, the whole thing is so screwed now with the rights and all that other shit. It's not where it needs to be, man. It's like that. I don't know, man. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think Netflix is supposed to be working on a Conan show.
I think you're right. I think I heard something about that and it made me cringe. And they're doing, of course, the He-Man series. So it's like, do we really want Netflix getting their dirty fingers in that one? Oh, by the way, talking about the Shasta, of course, the town I live in is called Chaska. Originally, this town was called Shasta, just like the soda. Just a little bit of information there, useless information. You'll win $1 million on Jeopardy with that. I'll guarantee you. So anybody goes on Jeopardy, just remember, Chaska was not once known as Shasta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, but Netflix has The Witcher, and I'm told The Witcher does a damn good job, and doesn't dry it up. That they hold no hold barred. The long suffering Mrs. Tag, her cousin, he watches it all the time. He just brags that show up, and I tell you one thing: he is anti-woke. There's no doubt about that.
You ever played this?
No, I've never have. I haven't even seen the movie, to be honest with you.
You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
I've read the book. I haven't read the movie. I just kind of. I've read The Watchmen. But the thing is it's kind of. I get scared a little bit. It's like how I know they made some big changes to it. It's like, is it gonna ruin it for me? And that's what I get scared of.
Nah, man. Don't be don't be afraid of the dark, man.
Well, I'm not going to watch the TV show on HBO. That's for sure. Pacific, how you doing there?
Pacific 4414. What's up, man? What's up, Bruce?
I'm sure all of them are in trouble. You got Rough Girl, you got Bruce, you got Pacific. You know there's trouble in the chat going on right now.
There you go.
So yeah, I can hear the cops showing up right now. Especially with Zach's. You have Zach's, John, and who all else? Cosmic Fusion. I mean, Cosmic, who's high and a veteran who's not going to give up his Fritos. Yeah, I'm giving you that look, John. I'm giving you that look, Cosmic. Getting the look. You're getting that look. No, I'm pathetic when it comes around to playing games. Because I have to confess, I dropped out for the longest time out of pulp culture for many reasons, and I'm just getting myself back, and that's why I don't call myself a pulp culture expert or crusader. So I rely on you. I'm living vicariously through you.
Yeah, this was pretty good, man.
Oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, next time, remind me. Next time we have next week, I got to show you something that's Sin City related. I got to show you something. It's going to kill me, but I got to show you something that's Sin City related.
Yeah, man,
Frank Miller, of course.
Yeah, Sin City was very good.
But so just remind me, and I'll bring it up. I'm gonna have to show you, and of course not have to fight you for it. No, I've never seen that one. I've heard of it, but I never. Blood Rain.
Yeah, I got this for the PS2 and the Xbox. I got same game but for both systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, this is a pretty good game, man. When it came out. About a vampire basically attacking Yahtzees.
By the way, Pacific, I know better than that. There's a lot of tarnish on that Halo. He went quiet there. Okay, so there's a lot of tarnish on a Halo. I know that for a fact. Because you're friends with me. I know better than that. I got one question to ask you. Have you ever seen Kung Fury?
Yeah, dudes holding nunchucks that are two beavers.
No. This was done, and I think it was done by, I can't remember if it was Norwegians or I think it was Finnish. It was a Finnish production. But they did it like a 1980s action film. And they had every
Kung
trope.
Fury. Yeah.
Kung Fury. Not Kung Pao. Not Kung Pao. Mm-hmm. I was always meaning to ask you that. I keep on forgetting to ask if you've seen that or not. I always tell people, if you haven't seen Kung Fury, especially if you're an 80s kid or like 80s films, you got to watch that, man.
Number 2's coming out this year.
It is coming up?
This year. Look it up, man. Kung Fury 2, 2022.
Oh God, I hope they do just as good a job as the first one. Laser Raptors. We must be back in the Viking Age.
I heard a little something about them trying to pull David Hasselhoff. To, do number 2 with them. Yeah.
Oh, they'll get him. I thought it the other day because I was going around the YouTube and I came across that and it was the David Hasselhoff video. It's like, shit, I got to bring this up to 24 and ask if he's seen that. I mean, I would have been surprised if he didn't.
Yeah, I that's my shit, man.
Oh, Laser Unicorn, what a name! And Hacker Man, he's got the glove for the Nintendo.
Yeah, he has the Nintendo glove. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that's it had some pretty good ideas. Plus, the action was pretty cool too.
Oh, and the animation, when they did the animation, like the 1980s animation comic cartoon series, it was. Yeah, I love. I thought that came out about the same time as like that Iron Eagle or whatever that film was, and yeah, I thought that was
Iron Eagle. Yeah, I remember Iron Eagle.
Yeah, but not Iron. What was it? Iron Skies. Iron Skies. That's the name of it. That's where they had like the spaceship.
There was a movie called Iron Eagle also. Man.
Yeah, Iron Eagle's Louis Gossett Jr. and all that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know it, rough girl. That's why you like me.
You crazy at Baron Orman Tag. Have you seen
Yeah.
Shaolin Soccer? Yeah. I heard Shaolin Soccer was pretty decent. Yeah. Oh man, what's up, Viking? Oh yeah.
Kung Fu and soccer. Oh.
Yeah, but I did hear that was a pretty good movie. For a lot of people when they see that it's Shaolin Soccer, a lot of people get real dismissive, like, what the fuck? Like, it sounds corny, but I heard it was actually a pretty cool movie to watch.
See, that's the one thing the long suffering I have to start doing again. We used to have like Friday nights or whatever. That was our quote unquote bad movie night. What we call the bad movie night, the cheesy movies or whatever. And we'd sit down and we'd watch like Bubba Hotep or this or films like that. Something that was odd, unique, something that was off the norm. And we got to get back to doing that again. That was so much fun. Every time we were watching through Bubba Hotep, she kept on going, "Geez, that just reminds me of my dad. That reminds me of my dad. That reminds me of my dad." Bruce Campbell and Ozzie Davis in that one. Ozzie Davis thinking he was GFK. I mean, that's just...
Ozzie Davis. Yeah. Ozzie Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest his soul. Mm. That was an odd movie. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, we need to do that again. The long suffering night. Just to do
you ever read any of the comic books?
Bubba Hotep? No,
dude.
Oh, okay. Who published them?
It might be. Good question. I mean, you can just look up Bubba Hotep comic books, and you'll see. Yeah, it'll run. Matter of fact, I think they have a Bubba Hotep meets Ash from the Evil Dead.
Well, I know in some ways I'd be disappointed if they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think that is a comic. You guys didn't know they do have Bubba Hotep meets Ash versus Ash from the Evil Dead. Yeah, they both. I'm not sure if they fight, but I know they're supposed to team up.
I mean, you almost need to have that with Bruce Campbell, Bruce Campbell is definitely the patron saint of, would you say, like the B films, or I don't know, him and Tim Thomerson. They need to do a film together. Tim Thomerson and him, they have to do a film together while they still can. Have like Ash and Jack Death together. Can you imagine that? Jack Death and Ash together in a film, like, that would be awesome. Or am I the only one?
Well, who's Jack Death, man?
Transers? You remember Transers, don't you?
It doesn't ring a bell. Shit.
I'm assigning you homework. Yeah, look for Transers, man. You will not be disappointed. Look for Transers. It's a early to mid 80s Full Moon Entertainment film. They actually did about I don't know how many films, but once you get past the 1 and 2, forget about it. But it's called Transers, and Tim Thomerson. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. That's cool.
You will like it. You will like it. You honestly will. I mean, I ever let you astray? Well, don't answer that.
All right. Look, I mean, to be honest, I can have you do homework every day.
I know you can. Yeah, this is my time. I am gloating because I finally got one. I have one. See, I won. I got one compared to his.
All right. Hold on. Was that a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie. Full Moon Entertainment was the production company. They were the ones that did like Zone Troopers, Doll Man, Transers, 1980s.
Okay, yes.
Full Moon Entertainment. Yeah. Oh, you got to catch. That is.
I mean, shit. Like I said before, I don't know everything, man. So I mean, but yeah, none of that rings a bell, man. So Doll Man. Doll Man kind of sounds familiar, but not really.
Yeah, Doll Man. What it is he's a cop from a planet, But in the planet, these people are like 12 inches tall compared to us. He comes to our planet hunting down a criminal. So they call him Doll Man because he's like 12 inches or so here on our planet, even though on his planet he'd be a full-size person.
Old man says can't spiel for crap. Yeah. Old man, my man. There you go.
Yeah, no, Trans is a great. In fact, that was one of the movies I sat down and had the long suffering watch, and at the end she sat back and goes, "Oh, that's not bad."
All right, hold on, chat.
Chat.
Yeah. I mean, you could throw a Y for yes or an N for no. If you don't want to spell it. Yeah. Have you guys ever fucked with Transer? If so, let me know. Like,
I'll put the spelling in there. It's like,
yeah. Pacific 414 says that he heard of it, but he never watched it. Trancers. Mm-hmm. Some people watch it.
Oh, it's a great film, man. Rough Girl, you need to watch it. Honestly, I'm not going to lead you down the wrong path.
Appreciate you, Rough. All right, so we got.
I love the honesty.
All right, so basically, Rough Girl, she's never seen it. Pacific never seen it. Oh. Triple excellent. Look at this. I've heard.
She's heard of it though. She did. Tracers. Okay.
Oh yeah.
They lit up her life. That's for sure.
Yeah. I see. That's a good one, Rough. Bruce is my man. There you go. Oh man, cool as fuck, man. Glad he's here.
Okay, there's a homework for everybody in the chat.
So now this is all of our homework assignments.
Oh, you know what? I think you're absolutely right, Sherry. I think you're right. It was released as Future Cop at one time, but it's more known as Trancers. Yeah. What the concept of the movie is, it is a time travel movie. And what it is he's a cop in the future of the city of Los Angeles, because Los Angeles got knocked into the ocean because of the and he's hunting down these like almost zombie creatures. And the man who's doing it is called Whistler. He has to go back in time. He travels back through time through his ancestors, so he comes back to his time. It's Holly Hunter's first film. Holly Hunter.
Thank you, Sherry, for
or Helen Hunt. Sorry, Helen Hunt's first film. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry, for letting us know about the Future Cop. Yeah,
I'm sure.
I might have seen a porn called Trancers. Rough Girl.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, you will not be disappointed if you see this film. Find it, watch it. It's a good film, honestly. I would not.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Can you?
I honor our friendship too much.
No. It's something you can find on DVD.
Yeah, you should be able to find it on DVD. It might even be on the streaming services. Yes.
I doubt that. Streaming services, they don't.
Full Moon Entertainment. They got those out there on DVD.
All right, I'll look. Shit. I don't know what to say, man.
Full Moon Entertainment. They were like your B film production company during the 80s. But they put out some damn good films.
Yeah, I know about Full Moon. I'm just saying, I never heard of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, so it's porn.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Amazon does have it. I was watching it the other day on Amazon.
It's probably, like $10 or some shit with free shipping and handling?
No, I don't know if Amazon has it. I think they stream it. Oh, yeah, Puppet Master. Puppet Master's the other one. Thank you, John. I forgot about Puppet Master films.
Yeah. I know about Puppet Master and all. It's like fucking like 10 films or some shit. And they got Puppet Master versus some kind of fucking other puppet or so. I don't know, man. There's like
not Critters. Was it Critters?
No. It's another villain, and they put Puppet Master versus it's some real wild shit. I got it in my horror collection.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, those are wild movies, man. Canon classics. Bruce Lombardo, what's up, man? Yeah. Good to see old Bruce.
Well, Cannon's got some great. Come on, Bruce, you gotta admit, you know of it. You know of transfers, don't you? Please say yes. Help me.
No,
Help
everybody.
me.
No, I wish 24. Oh wow, $24 for the Blu-ray. Shit. Thank you, Sherry, for that. See, no,
Okay.
that's too much, man. I mean, if it was like I say, I've seen like standard movies going for anywhere between.
Well, that's for the Blu-rays.
Yeah, I mean, but like me, I'd just get that on DVD for like $5-10, man. I mean, Blu-ray.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they got them.
I mean, especially if I've never seen it, I wouldn't spend that much on just.
Okay, what I need to do is I'll have to buy it and send it to you.
Bruce Lombardo says he remembered transfers.
Yeah, he remembers that. Thank you, Bruce. I was thanking you.
Yeah, Pacific 414 said that's too much. Yeah,
that's enough from you, young man. Man, the chat's lively. I love the chat today. They're doing awfully good out there.
They're pretty funny today, man. They are pretty.
That's a good. It's the same sucker who bid on Betamax compared to VHS. That's who's axe.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the director of photography that would be used for Canon films, you see a $300 car in the start of the movie, and the pyrotechnic guys would flex his work in Act 2. Oh yeah, Canon films. Matter of fact, I have a movie about the history of Canon films right behind me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I always thought it was sad that, I think it was Masters of the Universe that actually kind of put the nail in the coffin for it because they didn't get the returns on that one. But Canon put out some damn good films. Yeah,
it's called Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
You seen that before?
I haven't seen that one. No, I haven't seen. I mean, I know about Electric Boogaloo, the movie, but I never saw the Canon film. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I should have. Yeah, I've seen the case on that one. But I should get that. I need to get that one. Yeah, look at everybody. Yeah, because I know that good old Chuck Norris was big with his films and that with Canon films. I forgot that they even got some of the Charles Bronson. I think the latter Death Wish films, I think, were done by that.
Yeah,
I thought they was going Globus, but
yeah, man, they had a fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. They had a bunch of shit. Look at this, He-Man.
Oh yeah, you had Cobra, you had He-Man, you had, of course, Superman 4, which was a turd. Which one was the Jean-Claude Van Damme, the films he did on that one again? That was... Oh.
It was, what was the one where he... Fuck. He had a weird one, man. And that was the... fuck, I can't remember the name of that fucking movie, man. Yeah, and they also had a couple of, like, the American Ninjas and shit. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, American Ninjas. Yeah. Well, yeah, they did like about four of those American Ninjas.
I think there were like 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised.
But I think by the time we got to those latter ones, so I don't think that was canon because canon was lost. It was basically dead at that time. Who was the one that Cynthia Rothrock? Was Cynthia Rothrock with Canon Films?
You know, telling man. Rough Girl says, "Hell yes, I've seen Breaking too. Yeah, I got Breaking. Cyborg, Kickboxer.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Those were in there.
DJ Odyssey. What's up? What's up, peeps? There you go.
And wasn't Cyborg technically going to be the sequel to the He-Man film, but they just did it as Cyborg instead. I can't remember.
Oh, that's what's up.
And Rough Girl put there. There you go. You can watch the film right there, buddy.
Oh, watch it for free on YouTube.
There we go. Watch it, man.
Oh shit!
Thank you,
Rough Girl.
Ruff. Thank you. You've earned your pay today.
Rough Girl's awesome. Thank you, Ruff. Yeah, I definitely will check that out. Courtesy of Rough Girl.
And Deej Odyssey. There he is.
Yeah, DJ Odyssey. Yeah. Hell Fusion and Baron. Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Believe it or not, he's walking on there. Sorry. Well, he's got look at his thing. He's got the Greatest American Hero outfit there.
Yeah, that's some good shit, man.
But yeah, I remember the American Ninja films. Those were your like Cinemax, not the Skinemax, but like Cinemax or Showtime, B film, Saturday Night Film Fest that you watched.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It's those do you remember that Ninja TV show that was with Lee Van Cleef?
Yeah, The Master. The Master,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Only lasted like about 13 episodes at the most, I think, unfortunately. It didn't last that long.
I see that shit. I see that shit quite a bit, man. I thought it went longer than that.
No, it didn't even make a. And they might have had more episodes, but they only when they did that for the TV show. I think they only had. Let's take a look here. So they had 13 episodes of one season long for The Master with Lee Van Cleef.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now, yeah. I know sometimes they have like episodes where they actually filmed more, but only so many were filmed. Like Police Squad, only 4 episodes were aired, but they had 6 episodes filmed. Stuff like that. Bruce.
Bruce says there was American Ninja sequels: American Ninja 2, The Confrontation, American Ninja 3, Blood Hunt, American Ninja 4, The Annihilation. I remember The Annihilation, and then American Ninja 5. Just 5, huh?
But were they all canon though? I thought by the time 4 and 5 came around, that canon was done over.
Damn, Rough Girl's killing it. She said, "Here goes the link to American Ninja 4."
I know she's earning her pay. She's earning her pay tonight.
You're awesome, Ruff. Man, I'd love to have Ruff as a mod over there on my channel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Carl Weathers was an American Ninja as well. He was? I don't remember that, but all right.
Well, Elmer Fudd was too. Just kidding. Distributed by so that was distributed. Okay, so that must have been like a Canon group, but Warner was getting their fingers involved at the end there. Okay. Part 5 was distributed by. Okay, so yeah, that was at the end there when they were dying and Warner's were taking over and okay, yeah. That's a shame. Canon put out some. I mean, Canon did Total Recall. They did Total Recall as well. If I remember right, that was a Canon film.
I didn't know that.
I think it was.
It was the show Sidekick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember Sidekicks.
Wow.
That was. But was it Sidekick? Didn't they have a Sidekick with Chuck Norris?
Sidekicks. Why does it sound so familiar, man?
Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I was wrong. That wasn't them. That was I can't even pronounce the name of that film company that they had. That was that one.
Ernie Reyes Jr. Huh.
Wow. TriStar Pictures. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was wrong. You are right. That's why I got.
I'm about to say I don't remember Total Recall being on there, man. But all right.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, I think it was. I don't know why. But I mean, still, Canon had a great list of films.
I remember Ernie Reyes with Chuck Norris as good one, Bruce.
That man's smart, smarter than me. That's for sure.
Yeah, Rough Girl's pretty smart too. Yeah.
I know she is. Actually, all the chat's smarter than me. I'll have to put it back with that. The little boy that did all the karate movies in the 1980s. And now he's old and crippled up like me. He's Google. He's a Google. Okay, you're my official Google man. You're my official Google man, Mr. Bruce Lombardo. I want to say Lombardi Trophy. Of course, every time I think of Lombardo, I think of Guy
Google
Lombardo.
fooling. Google fooling.
Yeah. He's a black belt in Google fooling. Okay, so we've been going about almost 2 hours. Can you believe it's been almost 2 hours here, brother?
Nah, man, I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, we just know how to talk. That's the trouble. You should see our phone bills, people.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Bruce. You are
Bruce is awesome, man. I love Bruce.
Yeah, very kind. So, and I'm going to have him come back on the show again. He's a great guy. I love his wig, by the way. So,
Rough Girl just dropped Chuck Norris's Sidekicks.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
What do they all have?
Rough.
Wow. So I guess we're not the only ones on YouTube. There you go.
She said, "Okay, I'll hook y'all up."
She's our program director, boys and girls.
Yeah, love me some Rough.
So
awesome.
I got my Google guy Bruce. I got my program director Rough Girl. I got.
She's awesome.
I have Cosmic Fusion, who is the Cheeto hoarder, a Frito hoarder. So, but I suppose it's getting to a little bit to the witching hour soon. So, do you have anything that you wanted to share with us there, Mr. 24, before we go?
Oh, man.
Now, you had a big show the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, that was my Mafia show. It was like over 4 hours showing off my whole Mafia collection of movies. So,
yeah.
And it's funny because folks in the chat were like, "Do you have this?" And I was like, yeah. So basically everything that anybody asked if I had, I actually had. I had every movie that anybody asked for. And then I showed a whole bunch more that no one's ever seen or heard of. But that's the power of sharing, man. It's like, yo, check this out. You guys heard this? You ever seen this? Stars this person. And if you're someone that loves Mafia movies, check out my the pre-show show. It was just this past Friday, a couple of days ago. And it was my Mafia movie collection.
Yeah, you went 4 hours. You usually go 2, but that was a 4-hour one.
I was gonna break it up, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just show every Mafia movie that I have. I showed every last one, whether it was Mafia related comedy, if it was actual TV series, mini series, or just movies or whatever. I had everything. Video games. I have Mafia video games and stuff like that. I was showing off all my shit. So, I had like my Godfather's video games. I showed those off. Yeah, it was a bunch of shit, man. So it was a good 4-hour show. Just I love Mafia movies, man. They're very interesting, man, and just wanted to show how deep my collection was. And I don't think I showed all my movies, but I showed the majority of what I had, and it was 4 hours of just, hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. It's not 5 movies I showed. I showed quite a bit. So if you guys want to at least take a look at some Mafia movies that maybe you've never heard of, check it out on the channel. Like I said, it was just last Friday's.
And the channel is in the description, so just go there, look for the pre-show from last Friday, and watch it.
Yeah,
honestly,
you'll see a lot of Mafia stuff in there. So it was good to.
Did you see The Irishman? Did you see The Irishman?
Yeah, I've seen The Irishman.
What do you think of that one?
I thought it was very fucking good, man.
I know.
Even though some people were dunking on it, but it was more about the politics behind the movie that that had people. It wasn't just the movie itself. It's all the extra hubbub that don't really mean shit. It's whatever, man.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was one Pesci and De Niro. I thought did a great job, and I think Scorsese did a great job directing that too. Actually, The Long Suffering was the one that sat back and said, "Hey, let's watch this." She thought it was a TV show. It's like it's not a TV show; it's a movie. It's like 3 hours later. And John,
I grew up around Mafia. Yeah, around Mafia movie. Okay.
okay.
Huh.
So, any shows or anything that you have to plug while you're here besides your pre-show on Friday? Everybody, Friday, watch them.
Yeah, actually, I was working on a video I was supposed to have dropped hours ago, but it's too late now, so I'll be dropping that shit in the morning. But yeah, I'll just be dropping videos. I'll be doing my pre-show again this Friday, and just working on videos in between. I'll also be doing. Oh, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow, over on Pop Culture Minefield at 4:00 Central Time. There's a show that I'll be doing with them. We'll be doing it every week. Pop culture show about scoops and stuff that goes on in Hollywood. You know, whether they're good scoops or bad scoops, and just something a little different. And just hoping that everybody will get a chance to check it out. If you haven't subscribed to Pop Culture Minefield, go over there, check those guys out. My boy Gary, he's a comic book artist for IDW. I know a lot of folks be trying to give IDW hell, but Gary's good. So, even in a bad company, you got good employees, man. So it's just one of those things, man. And he's a hell of an artist, and he's worked on. He actually worked on the A-Team comic book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I jumped on my phone and wikied his ass, and I was like, wait a minute, let me see what he's done. And he's done an A-Team comic book, and he also did a comic book, teamed up with one of the guys from Sons of Anarchy, and they did a comic book together too.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been a comic book artist for about good 20 years professionally. Could be wrong, but I know it's like 20 plus. And we're doing a show together. So it's me, Arwen Avalon.
Oh, she's great.
It's pretty good. So you guys check it out, man. She's fucking cool, funny as hell. Yeah, man. Shit.
And she's got the prettiest voice.
Oh yeah. She has a nice Southern Belle sound to her. So,
and you can make her laugh. You can really make her laugh easily.
Yeah. And those are some good guys. So had a great time. It's our first show, so we're all still trying to feel it out, but it's gonna get better with time. And I'm looking forward to working with those guys. So yeah, man. So I'll be doing that. You guys will see that on Thursdays. So we'll have our first episode tomorrow, and at 4:00 Central. And you guys check it out over at Pop Culture Minefield. And besides that, I have my pre-show on Friday, and then me and Baron will be hooking up for the Primetime Kings Sunday at 5 Central.
In fact, here we go.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to talk to you. There's something missing on there.
Yeah, I know, man. I was going to talk to Steve about that. No bullshit. I was going to talk to Steve about that.
Okay, I'm just getting there.
No, actually, it's already crossed my mind, man. So you're good.
Oh yeah, I thought and right now what I'm doing right now is I'm just stalling you enough so I can do this. I am finding the pop culture page and I am putting it in the chat. So please, there you go. Subscribe, like to Pulp Culture Minefield, and definitely tune in and watch my brother here, 24/7 Fusion, Gary, and of course Arwen. They're going to do a good show. You know that.
Right.
Of course, like I said, in the description is my brother's channel. So please go there, subscribe if you haven't. And of course, another shameless plug for us. Please join us every Sunday about 5:15 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Primetime Kings, 24/7 Fusion Media. Vigilante Williamson. Did I do that good?
You did.
Oh, I did that good. And of course, Fat Steven Seagal and yours truly. We're there, and we're going to be chewing the fat, and who knows what the hell we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Somebody came late. You're late.
Low spec, my man. How's it going, brother? And it's always good to see you here, man. Great to have you here, man. Hell yeah. So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. So hopefully people like tomorrow's show, and then you guys will see me on Friday, and then you'll see me and Baron together on Sunday, man. So got a pretty busy schedule from here on. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming back on the show, and you're coming back on again because there's still more. We haven't even scratched the surface of stuff we bullshit about.
I know, man. I know there's a lot more. So, yeah, of course, man. We definitely gotta get back together here in a couple weeks, man, and shoot the shit again, bro.
Okay, so yeah, I'll shoot you a call sometime here this week too. So
you know it.
Obviously, when you're not on the air.
He's
busier than I am when it comes to that, but I got a bad work schedule. That's the trouble. So I just want to thank everybody in the chat. Rough Girl, of course, my the lady I've been trying to have my bodyguard. John Rendell, Fez for Hire, Low Spec Linux Laptop coming in late, but thanks for being here. DJ Odyssey. Sherry Anderson, of course, was in there. The old man, I know who you are. Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division. Man. He was great there. Bruce, yeah. And let's see, who else did we have in here that was great? Hopefully it's still around. Of course, Sherry Anderson. I said that. The Long Suffering was in there earlier, but she probably went to bed.
The lovely Zach.
Lovely Sherry. You can't, and of course, Zach, I want to talk to you here. I want to get you on the show sometime. We need to talk, especially about Lord of the Rings. So, okay, well, thank you so much for everybody joining me here and joining my brother here next to me, 24/7 Fusion Media. Of course, next week, like I said, Fez for Hire himself, not Fed for Hire, Fez for Hire himself, John Rendell, my Super Wrench, he will be on, and we'll be talking a little bit. The week after, we'll have Wendy Webb. And Sunday, 5:15, on his channel, Catch the Kings. I thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I love you all. And as 24/7 Fusion says,
peace.
He says that so well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much all for joining us tonight.
Yeah, have a good night.